Host Podcast.
We're back. Welcome to Fashion Host Podcast. And guess what? Season 3 is officially here.
Yeah, it has been a journey, a beautiful, sometimes really chaotic, but truly rewarding one. And we are beyond grateful to be starting a brand new season with you guys.
And first of all, thank you, seriously, thank you to everyone listening right now. Your support, messages, the way you connect with what we do, it means everything.
And we figured out something fun from the last episode. Apparently, your favorite part, the Q&A part. So stay with us until the end. We'll answer a few questions you left in the comments.
We love that you love that, so keep them coming because we are officially making it a regular thing, right, girls?
Yeah, for sure.
You told us our content is meaningful and inspiring, and that's exactly what keeps us going. So with a full heart and a big dream, season 3 is starting.
And we have to say, this season, we are more excited than ever. We've been working behind the scenes on so many things, and we can't wait to finally share it with you.
Girls, so where do we even start? I feel like we need a plan because otherwise this episode is going to be all over the place, just like our chats, right?
Well, let's start simple. How are you? How was your break? Were you busy? What have you been doing?
Well, a break? What are you talking about, break?
Okay.
Day or two here and there is not really a break, but I'm excited because we've been really busy and doing something that really excites us. So
yeah, we as soon as we wrap up the season 2, and we said that we'll see you soon, we actually didn't stop working. We continue working. We were recording some episodes with guests and already editing the new episodes.
Yeah, so it was just the pause in airing, but behind that we were working even harder.
I also want to point out where we are right now.
And why?
And why? Who knows? Well, we'll give you an answer, right? Anna, do you know?
I do know. Actually, it's my favorite spot in New York, but it has a deeper meaning for us.
It is fashion related, right?
Yes. So we're at the Bryant Park in New York City, and
you can hear,
as you
can see,
and as you can see behind us. But why is this spot that we chose for this episode is where actually everything started in New York for both of us. Back in the days, most of the shows that your guys editing, watching, and rewatching of mostly Vlada, but me too. We were doing it here behind us. You can see the grass over there.
There was a huge tent.
They would build a tent, and most of the shows were in there, right?
Yeah.
5 a.m. we get in, and 11 p.m. we get out of it.
And the moment you walk out, there were photographers taking our photos, the street style photos. There's so many iconic pictures you can find on the internet, and I'm sure you guys know.
Yeah, they know for sure, but we're showing now how does it look from the other perspective 20 years later.
Yeah. 25 maybe even.
No, 20.
Okay, 20.
Let's keep it 20. So yeah, more or less that's it. So our baby is growing.
Yes, it is growing. We're finally not doing it all ourselves. We got a team. We had hair, makeup by Liam and Maddox. They're unfortunately not with us, so we're not that glummed up today because they didn't make it at 7 a.m. to Bryant Park. But you will see in the next episodes how beautiful we are. We have our Ruslan, a guy behind the photography and videos. He's always with us and he helps us to record everything backstage for you, all these beautiful videos that you see. Then we would like Amber, the girl behind all the reels you see on TikTok, Instagram, and Shorts. Katya, who does our visuals for Instagram. She's in France. Thank you, Katya.
Nina.
We would like to thank Nina, who's been with us in second season, photographing everything, and we really hope that she will be with us this season again.
Especially backstage.
Mara for the beautiful space that she gave us. Tanya in season 2. Tanya, who gave us a space in season 3 that you will see. And Nico and Lily in season 1 for the space that they gave us. Who else do we?
Well, is there anyone else? We don't want to forget anyone.
We don't wanna
think, girls.
Our
think-
friends from Edition Hotel.
Our friends
Yes.
from Edition Hotel from the next episodes.
think. I think we
Yeah,
have them
I think we
all.
covered everyone. I hope
Whoever
so.
we did not cover, thank you, and a big shout out to all the support we got so
Yes.
far.
And since the podcast is growing, the season is recorded back and forth, so someone else,
We'll pop up and
Yeah.
we will say thank you.
yeah.
Okay, so what about stylists? You guys mentioned, and we're talking about a lot of.
That painful
style.
subject is finally over.
Wait, that's all you have to say?
on, Vlada.
Well, as many of you know, we've been quietly and patiently and passionately working on this podcast, researching, creating, and telling stories that we care about. And then something unexpected happened. Someone noticed our efforts and actually liked what we were doing, and they approached us with proposal. So it was supposed to be a simple partnership, a sponsorship deal, really.
Yeah, but as we explored the idea and we heard their vision and everything that they were working on, we kind of connected deeply. There was something more in it, and we clicked. So
We loved it so much that we didn't just say yes. We actually became co-founders. That's how the Paper Doll app was born.
So Paper Doll app is your personal digital wardrobe powered by AI.
We'll walk you through how the app works and how it makes your style journey easier, smarter, and more connected. Step 1, build your wardrobe. The first thing you'll do is upload your own pieces. Just take a photo or import product images, and Paper Doll instantly saves them to your digital closet. You can organize everything by item category, season, or color, so your wardrobe is searchable and easy to navigate. Think of it as your closet, perfectly cataloged and always with you.
Your second step is create and discover outfits. Once your wardrobe is set up, Paper Doll's AI steps in. Based on your pieces, it suggests full outfit combinations from casual daytime looks to evening wear. Prefer to style yourself? You can also manually mix and match tops, bottoms, accessories, and shoes. Just like building a lookbook, every combination is saved so you never lose an idea.
Step 3. Share and plan your style. Once you've built a look, Paper Doll makes it easy to share. Post your outfit directly to your stories or keep it private by saving it to your calendar widget. That way you can plan your outfit in advance and always know what you're wearing. No more last-minute stress in front of the closet. Another step is your friends and community. Fashion is about sharing, and Paper Doll makes it social. You can search for friends or people who inspire you on the app and follow their profiles. See what they're wearing, get inspired by their wardrobe, and connect over your shared style.
Yeah, and that's just the wardrobe personal side of the app.
And
So
the
we
other
have more.
side, it's shopping.
Wait, you can shop in the app?
Yep. We've partnered up with brands around the world.
So, Paper Doll is also your direct link to fashion brands. You can follow your favorite labels, browse their collections, and add items you love to your wish list or cart. When you're ready, order straight through the app. Very soon, but for now, the app leads you to the brand's website where you can buy the product. Following a brand keeps you updated on their latest drops, so you're always in the loop.
Instant inspiration plus instant access. That's the dream, right?
It is. It
You
is a
don't-
dream.
And that sounds amazing.
Yes, and trust us, that's not all. We are working on some wild features. But for now, click the link in the description, download the app, and be the first to explore it.
And now that the secret is out, Paper Doll is officially live.
Yay! We're thrilled to finally share it with you, and as our loyal listeners, you are among the very first one to try. It was hard to keep it secret.
Keep it a secret, right? So you come connect with us on TikTok, Instagram. Tell us what you think, what works, what doesn't. We would love to see what's coming next because we are building it with you.
This is just the beginning, and you probably already noticed that we do listen to you.
Okay, well, let's zoom out a little bit and look ahead to season 3.
Let's do it.
We're bringing the fresh energy.
Very fresh.
7 a.m. fresh.
7 a.m. fresh. Saturday morning. Fresh stories, some amazing guests.
And we bring in you photographers, designers, casting directors, models. Some of them you've heard already, and some of them you will be glad to discover. And all of their stories are worth listening and telling.
You have also sent us guest requests, and trust us, we are on it. Some are already booked, some are in the vision board still, but
We're
we're working on it. Before we wrap up, let's get into a few of your questions. We collected these from your comments, and we love how curious and thoughtful you are.
And if we didn't get to yours this time, don't worry, there is more to come because we are planning.
And in fact, we're starting now to post it regularly with the Write Your Questions Here thread on Instagram. So that's where we will collect questions for future Q&A episodes. So keep them coming.
I have some questions here. One question is, will we ever get a catwalk tutorial a la Roslyakova? Love your heel tilts.
Tilts, heel tilts.
Help it.
You actually probably, some of you maybe don't know, but our dear fans created this word like heel technique by Roslyakova, which I, to be honest, didn't invent, and it just happened by accident, I guess, because probably I was in a rush and I didn't know it's a technique until 2025.
That's funny.
So I don't know if I can do a tutorial on that, but maybe that's a good idea actually to think of.
Why
and
not?
Why not?
Why not?
I'll consider that.
We can trademark it.
Yeah, we can trademark it. But to be serious, it's actually I don't know if you noticed it. I think you did, because sometimes you say, oh, bring us 2000 walk back. But you have to understand that each designer is different, and each designer requests models to bring their different vibe. So maybe you saw sometimes pictures where it says, back in 2000s, give us attitude, like you're strong, la la la, like be elegant, or be like you walking on the street. So every designer wants to see a different thing. And most of the time they have a choreographer who walks models through. If you watch our episode with Sergio Hudson, you can see an example of that when models walk guided
And
at the
instructed.
rehearsal. Yeah. So basically we do have our
Body posture and style.
yeah, but it's adjusted
Yes,
every time
for every show and
show.
what we are wearing.
Yeah, so we have, as a model, we have to adapt and twist it a little bit sometimes,
But still be unique,
but
right?
still be unique.
Well, some girls have the walk always the same or the face always the same, but we do adapt. I mean, I
Yeah.
walk differently in almost every other
Differently,
show.
yeah. Like for example, for Ralph Lauren, I cannot walk as I would walk for, I don't know, Disquired,
Yeah.
for example. So it's totally different vibes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you. Next one. Would you change anything about your body? One day I hate mine, one day I love it, and my body is similar to yours.
So, no. Now I am so grateful and thankful to have body like this. First of all, because my body is different than majority of girls, I got the chance to do what I did, like to be a model, to have a career. Second of all, I was always very healthy, so my body is strong, even though I look fragile. I would not change anything. When I was younger, I was like, oh, my ears are Dumbo, my nose is long, this and that, but I never considered changing. It's just one day I don't like it and I don't enjoy it, and I just, but I would never, ever consider anything changing my decision unless there is a, health issue or something. But no, don't change anything about your body. Everybody's perfect, I think.
Yeah, I
If
agree.
you- if
I
you-
agree.
I think you have to hold it that way. I look perfect, and then no one will see the proportions are correct, but what is correct or not correct proportion?
Exactly. And like sometimes I notice there were situations so many times in my life when I speak to someone and I look at them, like I accept you the way you are, I like you, and or not, whatever.
Yeah.
Very natural.
But like I would talk to the person, we speak, and then they say something about their body face features that they have and they have issues with. And I'm like, wait a second, I didn't notice it until you said it. And the moment they say it, they point it out, I cannot unsee it. Like I see it the whole time. So, but that being said, I understand where you're coming from with your question, because I did have that when I was younger. And I mean, to be honest, I still have it sometimes. Like some days I feel great. Some days I just look in the mirror and like, oh, I look ugly. Like I didn't sleep well, or I did sleep well, and I take pictures. I hate myself still to this day. But then when I look back, sometimes to like maybe even like a month back to the pictures which I took and I didn't like, and I'm like, wait a second, I actually do look good here. So I feel it depends on the mood in the moment. Like whatever you're going through, you just don't like anything around you. Anything, nothing.
Because your body does
satisfies
not change overnight.
Exactly.
Your body is the same, more or less. It's your mood that shifts
exactly
rapidly.
Yeah. And again, when you think that you don't like something about your body, it's most of the time influenced by surroundings. For example, when I was growing up in my school, when I was a teenager, to be tall and skinny, it was like a curse. Like it was like I was made fun of. There were like a lot of nicknames for me from my classmates, and I never felt beautiful or attractive. And even when they discovered me as a model, I was like, okay, let's try if you say so. And I didn't believe like why I'm on runways, why I'm on the pictures. I didn't understand that.
But
So
I
it
think
took you
we were just too young, you know.
No, but it was like in the environment I was growing, like it didn't consider beautiful my body type. So I was like, okay.
I don't think it's considered beautiful today. I think we are still too skinny.
But I mean, there is the whole culture where they worship the skinny, tall, like our body types. But if you look, like I went to Egypt, they said that this is not good. Like we like body. So it depends where you are. So
when I was in the art, they asked me if I was sick.
Exactly. And ladies in Italy always say you should have some pasta, you know. So don't let environment influence your feeling about your body.
That's a good statement.
Love it. If you're healthy, love it. Doesn't matter how you.
Yeah. Thank your body for being your little house for your soul.
For everything.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I am from Serbia and I have never seen any work of Ines in Serbia fashion magazines. Is there any specific reason for that?
I've been thinking about this question for a while. There is no specific reason. When I started modeling in Serbia a long time ago, I did a couple of things thanks to a photographer and a makeup artist who would book me for jobs here and there, but those were like more commercial stuff. And I'm so thankful because that was the only chance I got to practice being in front of the camera in acting kind of a way. Then when I left, I was 16. There were no fashion magazines in Serbia back then, and I received a couple of invitations later on when my career was at the peak, but few. It was time related that like I couldn't make it with the time at that moment because I was super busy working abroad, and when I go abroad and then when I go back to Serbia I want to rest. But I did not receive many invitations, I have to say. I was thinking about that. Maybe my agency did, but
so maybe it's time for Serbia to make it up.
I don't think I was ever recognized as a model there. There were girls who were pushed and they worked a lot, even though international career wasn't as big as mine. But maybe because I was not as active there. You know,
Maybe
I was,
because
yeah.
you were already international.
Yes,
on the
and when I
road
go
and-
there, I wasn't not among these fashion people, and you know, I kind of hid myself.
But
Maybe I don't know.
It's
I don't-
interesting because, like in Russia, for example, they celebrate people like who achieved something internationally, even if you're not in Russia and you're not in the scene.
I think in Serbia you have to position yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to market yourself, which I never did. And there are some girls who had a good international career were never acknowledged there because they did not do it. It's not only me. There are couples. And then you have some girls who did some shooting 2 or 3 and they were recognized as supermodels. So I think it depends on you more than anything else. And I never worked on my presence there. So I think that's the reason.
Okay. So I have another question. We know Vlada is still active as a model and Ines is not. Not sure why, but we can see how Ines truly and honestly supports Vlada. There is not even a drop rivalry here. You girls are an amazing example of models being friends. Do you have any advice for girls on how to overcome jealousy, not just models?
That's a good question.
What do you have to say?
Well, what I have to say, I feel like what comes to my mind is the phrase that your light is not dimming when others shining. So I, as our viewer rightfully noticed, always feel support from Ines. And I also find myself, I have this will to, I want Ines to be back. And I'm like, I don't see how one success will ruin another's success. It only can multiply, right?
Well, in this sense, yes, now because we're a team. But I think the question is more about being a model in individual careers. Me personally, I never felt jealousy of any girl, not even a moment when I was working. I did felt the jealousy when they are going for vacation and I'm booked for another 11 days. But for job, never, because I had this since I was little. If I were in your shoes, if I was choosing, I cannot pick every single girl. So I'm picking the one that fits my vision.
Exactly.
And you should not be angry because of that. So then I go into my position. I should not be angry if someone thinks that Vlada will fit their story better than me. I'm not clone of Vlada. Vlada does not look like me. We are different in many ways, energy, everything. So she is not taking it's not my job that she's taking away and now I'm angry and jealous. It's just, you know, she fits that better. So this was always my thinking, and now I support Vlada. Why wouldn't I? Like, I don't see a reason not to support your friend, especially if you're guys friends. So if there is a jealousy, you're not truly friends. I think, you know, you should always be support. Maybe you would like to have that too, but it's not meant for you if she got it, right? So I don't.
And I always feel like there's, what's yours what meant to be yours will be yours.
Yeah.
And if it didn't come to you, it didn't meant for you. And I feel there's so many things in this world that there's enough for everybody. And someone is filming us.
Yeah.
And like I had this question before. Someone asked me, "Oh, don't you get like sad or jealous that someone else booked that job?" I'm like, well, that it means it's not mine. And why would I feel that I need to get everything. Like, there are other people, they're children of God as well. They also need to be helped, right? Of course, sometimes you feel like when you didn't get the job that you wanted, and you feel like, oh, I wanted that. But it's not because, oh, she got it and I didn't. It's like it's a different thing.
Yeah.
And like,
You
she
feel
needs
sad
it
for
as well.
Yeah. You feel sorry for lost opportunity,
Yeah.
but not anger because someone else got it.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And in this case, we have different desires. Vlada still enjoys modeling, and why would I be jealous now that she's booking? I'm not.
Yeah.
It's my choice not to do it. And as I said, I'm a little bit bipolar when it comes to wanted to be back or not. One day I want it, one day I don't want it. But if Vlada books Ralph Lauren, I'm happy, maybe a little bit less than her, because I know how does it feel to get something that you want. But I'm not jealous because she got it and I didn't. I wasn't even there. You know, if I was there and, you know, she got it, I would still be happy, because I was always like, I don't know. I don't know. I was always like that. As I said, I can be jealous because you're going to vacation. For
Yes, that is the big thing with Ines. Like whenever we have calls with team and someone is on vacation, she's like, don't show it to me.
Yes, I'm jealous. Yeah.
But she said this, she's saying it straightforward. She's not hiding it.
No, I'm jealous because you're there and I'm not. But because you booked a job, no, it does not tickle my jealousy. But being on a white sand and here, or I don't know, and mountains, yeah, that tickles a lot.
Maybe
That's
somebody
poking.
is jealous because you're sitting right here in the Bryant Park in New York City and
Yeah,
talking
that
about
could-
the
yeah, that-
podcast
yeah.
and paper dolls.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Vlada, you said you were not so close with Ines during your career. How did you feel when Ines asked you to be co-host with her? Ines, you could have chosen any other girl to co-host with or do it yourself. Why did you choose Vlada? So 2 questions.
So I'll start. When
Guilty.
Huh?
Guilty. I'll start. I'm guilty. I wasn't close to it.
I'm guilty, but she's as well. She wasn't close to me either, and she was older and wiser, so that's on her.
But I tried to fix it later on. It got to my brain, right?
But again, we weren't close. Not it's just we were from different generations. And again, I was with my Russian gang and didn't care to speak to English
Yeah.
speakers. That's the truth.
It's not that we never
Yeah.
were friends, but it was just a
Yeah, but I saw her at the backstage and I always admired her. And I mean, she was like someone like, you know, who's been there before me. So I respected her, but with just different interests. And then when she approached me, I was surprised, honestly, but also honored. I really liked the idea that she told me. And I don't think I thought for too long. I was like, I saw her fire in her eyes and the way she spoke about it. I'm like, yes, I want to be with this woman. And the way she encouraging me, the way she supports me, and like she brings something in me that I didn't know I have, and for which I'm forever thankful. And I think this project is probably the best creative decision I ever made, because it gives me life, honestly. It gives me purpose, and I'm thankful.
So I met Vlada a couple years ago randomly, and I was a fan of Vlada when we were doing shows. She is a generation younger, but I like this kind of beauty. So I followed her career, and I was aware that she was still around. And then we met one day and we chit-chat a little bit about our past. And the way she was telling this story gave me something that my intuition said, she would be probably the right person to ask. But I wasn't sure. As I said, we were not close before, so I have to see if my intuition was impulsive or or there was something more. So I waited for a couple of months actually.
Followed me on Instagram, watching my
Yes.
stories, and
Yes. So I was like waiting to see, will that intuition sign last? And 3-4 months later, I think I approached her. So I want to go back a little bit. When I told Anna about the podcast idea, Anna was the first one to know. That was February, winter. And then we met April, May. And I asked her October, late October. So I don't know.
and she's like, "We're filming in 2 days. Are you in or you out?"
Exactly.
That's true.
That's true. And Vlada came for the first filming not knowing what she's doing, but she liked the idea. But I wanted to say, I was sure that her energy will complement mine in the way I want it. Because it's very important. I had a couple of other people in mind, but the creative vision and the energy have to match. And if I like someone, it doesn't mean they're good for the project or they're good team. So when my intuition said she's the perfect one, the energy matched, and then the vision, when I told her about the idea, and she had a couple of suggestions here and there, and I liked those, I knew she is the right one. And I knew she's going to like it because her energy switched when I asked. She was surprised. Well, I told her, can we meet? I have some
Business topics to talk
No,
about.
I
She
didn't
didn't say. No, she's no.
I
No?
have something to talk to you about. It was something.
Did you say that?
Yes,
I think
yes.
you just said let's catch up for coffee and talk about
Yeah,
you
talk
said,
about something.
talk about something.
So
So I
she,
knew there is something coming.
she was. I started right away. Listen, this is the idea. I didn't go around the bush, and
and I love that.
and
Straightforward.
and she was surprised for the second or two, and then she lit up. She's like, wait a second, it sounds really good. So I knew right away she's going to be mine. Yeah, and I called Anna right away and I said she's with us, confirm shooting in 2 days.
Yeah.
So I picked her because my gut told me she is the best for you, and right?
Yeah.
Anna agreed because we both agreed I need someone else. I didn't want to do it myself. So that's why she's here. Right?
Yeah.
I want to say something to this part, because when we started, actually, we came from different angles, right? Different ideas, but we still matched. And you guys had a nice vibe from the beginning, and you agreed on all the creative ideas and questions and guests. So this has been through the whole,
Yeah, it's when I felt her energy, I knew I cannot do it by myself. I need someone.
yeah.
I'm missing something. I couldn't point out what was it, but with her energy, I was like, oh my God. The day when we spoke of the very first time, when the first idea came to ask her, I felt like, oh, this calm energy I need, right?
But now you don't say it's calm anymore.
No, it's not calm. Oh my God, she became a monster. But
Do you regret it?
no, not even a second. I have to say, I did not know. I had a feeling it's going to be great, but I did not know that we will complement each other so well that I tossed the idea. She just adds something, or vice versa. That we almost never ever
Disagree.
disagree.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
most of the sometimes we even have at the same time exactly the same idea or thoughts.
And there's a proof, like we can text it at the same exact moment, and
Yeah.
the
Same
messages
thing.
come at the same time.
Yeah. So listen to your gut. But Vlada is mine.
Taken.
Yes. So yeah, that's
That was it for questions.
That's it. That's no more questions. See you next week already.
And remember,
Fashion fades,
but great stories stays forever.